everyone, I'm Neha, your happiness coach. Today's video is a very sensitive video and I want all the parents out there to be listening to this, and it's a request from my end to, and please follow what I'm saying, because it becomes really difficult for the children to deal with such situations and they grow up to be not so great individuals. So this is out of my experience from one of my counseling sessions that I happened to have last week with a parent who had come up to me who had a son. She was really upset about his grades and worried about why is he not doing well and all of that. So my first question to her was, what is that he has scored? So she told me that he had scored about some 65% in his unit tests that had happened in the class. So my first question was, what is your expectation? Aren't 65 good enough? So she said, no, obviously they aren't. His friends have got almost 80 and 90 and he's just 65. I feel bad to discuss this with my friends. I was like taken aback by this. My dear parents, please understand, your child has an individuality. He has a mind of his own. His brain is of a different capacity. What he can do is not what your friends' kids can do. Comparison is the biggest no for every parent. I always tell this to all parents that come to me for counseling. The first point that I tell them that you need to change in you is compare. Please stop comparing your children. It is not a criteria at all to evaluate. If you have to evaluate your child, evaluate him or her on his or her own capabilities, not on the parameter of somebody else. Because that somebody else might not do what your child can do. When I asked her, what is the biggest strength of your son? She said, my son is very compassionate and very kind. I said, have you ever seen your friends' kids being that compassionate and kind with their moms? She didn't have an answer. I said, why aren't you comparing that? Why aren't you seeing that? Sometimes as parents, we become way too critical of our kids. Why is that you have to only pinpoint at that one particular thing that your child is not having and not focus on what he or she has? My dear parents, please understand, it is important. Studies are important. I never say that you shouldn't study or you shouldn't be studying. No, it is an important part of life. But how much of importance you and I give to it is the point. If your child is good at something, let him or her explore herself and himself and just do what they want to do. Why push them into something for grades? Please understand, I always keep repeating this to most of the parents who come to me who have this problem, that grades are not the criteria. When you grow up, when you go out for a job in life, what is going to be counted? Nobody is going to ask you how much you got in your 10th, your 12th, or even your 8th, 9th, 10th, or whatever. All that they're going to be asking you or knowing you for is what you're doing that time in your life, how good a human being you are, how helping or how compassionate you are. So that's a big way. Please start looking at the bigger picture in life and not these little things in life. So please have this thought in your mind next time before comparing your child or before talking to him about the grades that he's got is less, bad or poor. Please think twice and please think of my video and please think of what I've told you and make a change to your conversation. Please give it a try and please let me know how it worked with your child. Until then, it's me, Neha, saying